ドジャースがまた新たな大型補強を行いました。今年は大きな動きがないと思われていたドジャースでしたが、今年の弱点であったリリーフに、メジャー最強クローザーの一人、ニューヨークメッツのエドウィン・ディアスと契約を結びました。今年のナンバーワンリリーフとの契約を成功させた、ドジャース GM のアンドリュー・フリードマン。MLB ネットワークに出演し、ディアスとの契約、ムーキーのショート守備、大谷翔平選手について語りました。その様子を日本語字幕でご紹介します。
We bring in the president of baseball operations, Andrew Friedman. First off, congratulations on winning another World Series. That never gets old.
Thank you.
It was an all-time World Series classic. It was still remarkable. But let's talk about Edwin Diaz first. As Ronnie just said, your team was so strong. Modern-day Goliath. You got a bullpen. Well, go get Diaz. He's the best closer available. What was the thought process there?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's hard for us to talk about right now, but we can talk in theory.
Sure.
You know, for us, and you guys touched on it, there's so many different ways to win, and for us, it's about, you know, figuring out the strength of our roster, leveraging it the best we can, and in 24, it was through our bullpen, and in 25, it was really through our rotation. And, you know, our bullpen obviously didn't perform up to the standard that we expected going into the year, and it was pretty surprising to us. And you know, every spring training I talk about the thing that keeps me up at night is the bullpen. It feels like every year I feel the best about it is the years it's the worst. The years I feel the worst about it, the years it's the best. And there's such volatility to it. You know, those guys are tightrope walkers for a living. It's hard. And so for us, if we were able to strengthen that and add to it with what we feel like will be a really strong group coming back and some bounce back, that it has a chance to be a strength again.
I think what I find remarkable about your team, yes, you have some of the best players in the game, but you have the right players too. And this is a team that, even though they have back of their baseball card is filled with great exploits, they're hungry. You can tell when you're in that clubhouse, when you're talking to Dave Roberts, when you see them on the field. I was watching your team warm up before batting practice in the NLCS. It was as good of a well-oiled machine that I've seen in baseball in quite some time.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing for us. And, you know, obviously, you know, those long-term commitments, they're challenging. And it's so important to us to get the right kind of person. The talent is easier to identify, not easy,
Yeah.
But the type of person, the work ethic, how much they care, is really important to us. And I think you can see through our longer-term commitments, those guys, and it does. It stands out to me every day watching our star players, their daily routine, how they prepare to go win a baseball game that night, and then looking across the field. Every day I kind of say to myself, like, this stands out, and I can't say enough about our guys, the culture that has been created within them, and just how much they care about winning.
You know, Joe, when you look at Mookie Betts, you know he's chomping at the bit to get to spring training and put this year behind him, right? And getting a chance to see him go through from day one, when you went to Japan, not being healthy, not being sick, you know, what do you foresee for him as far as just, is he the everyday shortstop and, you know, moving forward for, you know, for a long time and being healthy and getting to camp the way he's been in the past?
Yeah, I can't say enough about Mook, and I don't think enough attention has been highlighted on the fact that he became a finalist for the Gold Glove.
Yeah.
There was question whether he could do it or not.
Yeah.
To the people who knew Mookie, it was, you'll never bet against the guy.
Right.
But for him to do that, and he could have very easily won a Gold Glove, and just the way he poured himself into it, obviously getting sick, losing the weight.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Comeback Player of the Year works for a guy who played last year. But I'll bet on whatever that award is, I'll bet on Mook in 2026.
I feel you on that.
Well, what's going to be like, you know, Ohtani in the World Baseball Classic, he's such a workhorse, Andrew. It's incredible, his durability. But the fact he'll be in the WBC and then going over to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, that the last World Baseball Classic, and watching, you know, before it started, I went over to Miyazaki and watched Team Japan start warming up and start their practice. I was like, oh my God, these arms, incredible.
Yeah.
And just seeing that whole process play out, and you know, that final game against the U.S., it was really special. It was fun to watch, and it's not often that I get to watch a baseball game without a real vested interest. To just be a fan and take it in was awesome.
He was throwing 100 in March.
Yeah.
How you do that, Ronnie?
No one knows. No one knows, right? Nobody knows. I'll tell you, I had the last game I did this year. I did Game 4, the NLCS. Tani hits the 3 home runs and 10 strikeouts. I didn't work for 6 weeks. How can you work after a game like that?
I hear you.
I'd never seen anything like that before, and we were, I think, very easily seeing the greatest all-around player that ever laced it up.
That's what I feel as well, and I think in some ways he's underrated. I don't think the human brain can wrap its arms around just how incredible it is that he is so elite at both, in the work and the effort and the fatigue, that just all of it. And it's incredible how gifted and talented he is at both, and the impact he's had for us is immeasurable.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。